Welcome to newlytrading.com. News on some of the newest publicly traded companies on the TSXV, OTC, and on the CSE exchanges. Newly Trading is brought to you by thenewswire.com, the most affordable newswire service in North America. Get started with your free trial. Today we're talking with Terry Howlett, CEO of Ovation Science, Inc., trading symbol OVAT, on the CSE exchange. Good afternoon, Terry.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for being with us today. Terry, maybe a good place to start is for you to tell us a little bit about your public market background, and then if you could kind of lead into some information on how Ovation Science came together.
Yeah, well, as I mentioned, Jim, briefly, I think I've been in the public market business for 20 years with one company here, and previous to that, I had a company trading on Canada as well, on Vancouver, for probably 10 years as well. So about 30 years of experience in the public market industry. And
how did you kind of find Ovation Science, or how did they find you, or how did that all come together?
Well, what happened was we've been involved, as I mentioned earlier, too, emerging from the Vancouver area, but live in Las Vegas here, and we have had a research and development company with a basis on skin delivery technology, and developed that company and over the last 20 years. And somebody approached us, said, well, what are you guys doing in the cannabis space? And I said, well, nothing. They said, well, why don't you take that technology that you've got and apply it to both CBD and THC and make skincare products that you make right now. And so we set that all up. At the same time, another farmer came along and said to us, hey, we like your technology in the existing company. We'd like to buy your company, but we want nothing to do with cannabis. So we'd already spun the company out with the plans of taking it public on the CSE, so that all worked out. So we took the existing company's position out, and as of Monday, we will be out of that other company as well. But that's the company that developed all of the technology, and Ovation Science has licensed exclusively worldwide to the technology for cannabis.
So can you give us some background on what is the key technology and of Ovation Science, and how does that move forward into the cannabis space?
Well, what it is, it's so, as I told somebody the other day, the greatest benefit here, I think, is that we're going public, but we won't be back looking for more money, because we do not need money. We don't have to go out and develop products. We don't have to develop a technology. We've licensed that already and paid for it. So we have the worldwide rights to a technology called Invisicare, which is a combination of hydrophobic and hydrophilic polymers that have the unique ability to hold active ingredients on skin and control the release of the active ingredient out of the solution. So we have that already. The chemist, Dr. Roselle, and I have been doing this, working together here. He's the key partner here at the company for over 20 years, and he's also developed all of the cannabis products. We've developed 25 products right now. And so we have launched some of those products in the U.S. here, CBD products. But so the technology is there. It works real well, and we don't have to start from scratch to develop a whole new company with a great idea. The great idea is already there and paid for.
So you didn't have to get into being an LP, like a licensed producer, to kind of move into this space?
No, what we could tell people is that, well, we're in the industry, we don't touch the leaf. So what we do is we develop the formulations, and then we license them out to, and we've got two main partners. We license them the technology, how to formulate the products. We manufacture the polymers. We take care of that, and we supply them the polymers. That's proprietary and patented, and we supply them that, and then they pay us a royalty or a fee, product fee, depending what structure we make with them. So we really aren't involved in the actual manufacture of the product. They do that either themselves or through somebody else.
It really sounds like just a really straightforward kind of concept. Not to minimize, of course, all the work that has been done, but just as a business and as a licensing business, it seems really smooth and straight ahead.
Well, it is, and I think that's the thing that we have to get to our investors, let them know, as I said, we don't have to go out and we don't have to hire a whole bunch of people in the R&D department and start formulating. We don't have to hire a whole sales force. We have licensees that take care of it. And in Canada, we have one licensee that's exclusive for all of Canada, although topicals are not approved yet in Canada. And in the U.S., we have a licensee that has exclusive right in all the state-approved, the states that have approved marijuana in dispensaries.
So what are the next steps for Ovation? What are the milestones you're looking to try to achieve?
Well, right now we've launched two products in the U.S. here. One is a topical CBD, and the other is a transdermal CBD, and they are selling really well. As a matter of fact, 2 times they've already run out of inventory. We're in 27 dispensaries selling the product, or they are, here in Nevada. They're expanding next month into California, where they have an operation, and then in the spring we'll probably be into at least 6 more states. We are introducing a new product next week, which we'll have a press release on, that I think is very, very exciting. And then following that, we have another exciting product that's more of a THC recreational product, and the benefits versus smoking, putting on your skin instead. So those are immediate, and then in the spring we expect to launch our skincare line of CBD products as well.
Terry, if people would like a little more information on Ovation Science, how do they reach out?
Well, they would go right to our website, ovationscience.com. That will give them everything and the coordinates on how to reach us. Our licensee in the U.S. is a private company, where our licensee that has exclusive rights for Canada is Canopy Growth, and everybody knows who they are. So we're really excited and they have the right of first refusal in all other countries of the world.
Well, we'll be keeping an eye on Ovation Science, Inc. Terry, I appreciate your time this afternoon, and all the best.
Well, thank you very much.
That was Terry Howlett, CEO of Ovation Science, Inc. Their trading symbol is OVAT on the CSE exchange. That's it for this episode of NewlyTrading.com, the podcast. News on some of the newest publicly traded companies on the TSXV, OTC, and on the CSE exchanges. Newly Trading is brought to you by TheNewsWire.com, the most affordable newswire service in North America. Get started with your free trial. NewlyTrading.com and this podcast are solely intended for information purposes. If you're considering investing in securities, always consult a professional advisor. I'm Jim Ripley.